I'm just doing a follow-up video on the swarm I caught 2 weeks ago up in the tree. I placed it in this box. The bees are still here, so it's a good thing. So I'm just going to have a quick look and see how they're going. I think I put an all new comb, so they might be still drawing it out. Oh, look at that, plenty of bees. That's good. A little bit fiery, changing the weather, they're all trying to sort of sting me. So they're the guard bees. So we'll pull out the first round and have a look. Hopefully they've drawn it all out. Oh no, I put in drawn comb. So they're already filled out with honey. It's quite dark. So it could be a bit of flax. Now they're fiery, look at that. I'll leave that there. Should probably have my smoker going. Full of honey. So they're putting nectar in that, they're changing it all. And the queen who's been laying is all fresh eggs standing up, so she actually might be quite close. See if we can find her. So after about 24 hours the eggs will fall over flat, so she lays them in the centre of the cell, and after about 24 hours they'll fall over and start turning into larvae. So we've got a laying queen, which is good. Really, I'm going to have to put a box on this, second box I think. So this is all fresh eggs. So even if she's a virgin, in the last couple of weeks she's gone out flowing, mating with about 20 drones, come back, and over the next few days she'll mature and start laying. I think it's usually 3 to 7 days. So she's laid out every cell in here, and there's plenty of them busy. There she is. This is my queen here, right there. She's got a big bum, so her bum is quite long and thick, you know. So she's good. She's mated, she's full of sperm, and she can last up to 7 years, but I'll probably replace her every 18, 24 months maybe. So she's laid out. They've already filled that all with honey, capped honey, look at that, it's full of honey. So that's pretty good, so I'll put that back in. So I'm already happy with this. I'm actually going to chuck the second box on today. And actually I'm going to chuck a queen excluder on it too, so I'm going to make this a single. Oh no, she's already got capped brood, so there's a chance she was already mated because they've already capped all that. That's all capped brood, and that's full of grubs in there, larvae. They're feeding up, and they're probably not too far off being capped either. So I'm going to check for swarm cells as well. We don't want her swarming, she shouldn't, and I'm going to add a box so they've got plenty of room. Yeah, look at that. Full of brood. The bees have calmed down a little bit, so that's good. So this is excellent. So this is a swarm. Look at that. This hive's about to explode, which is good. I think it actually produces good manuka here. Got some 5 UMF last year, so that's pretty good too. Yeah, well, look at that. She's one busy girl. So some of our hives I put on 2 brood boxes, build them up. Some hives I'm sort of playing around. I'm just doing a single brood box. Oh, we might have 2 queens. I think we've got 2 queens. Look at that. We've got another queen here. So what I'm going to do, just going to have a quick look back through here, because she shouldn't be there. She's kind of funny. We've got two queens running around. That's not so common, but it can happen. It can be sister queens. I actually caught a swarm yesterday. It was 3 separate swarms, and they merged into one big swarm. And I managed to find all the queens. So I had 3 queens and I made 3 separate hives. These are swarm cells. So they're already making swarm cells. I'll get rid of that. So there could be 2 queens running around in here. Or she dumped off and ran around the box and jumped on the end frame. But normally what happens, if you have 2 queens, the queens will battle it out. They come across each other and they'll fight to the death. So I'm going to look for it twice, just to make sure. I don't have 2 queens running around. This frame on the outside is actually full of drone as well. They tend to keep all the male bees to the outside frames, the honey frames, and they just chill out, have a good life. Maybe there is only 1 queen. I haven't marked them, you see, too, so... Alright, so she must have jumped off the frame before, ran around the box and got on the end frame. So I thought normally they tend to stay put, but they do that. So I'll put this back in before we lose the queen. There she is. She's running along there. She's a beauty of a queen. I think she's an Italian queen. So they're pretty good. Light colour. She's big. I'm going to put it back anyway. Just don't want to upset her too much. They're all hanging off. So it's cool. I'll put that in. That's all. There's always 10 frames to a box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's good. So just spread them out a little bit. Some people only put 9 frames in their hive. You can get a thicker bar. This is all good. So what I'm going to do, with this, keep these guys. I don't know. So I put a queen excluder, so she can't go up. She can't get her bum through the little holes, but the worker bees can. It stops her laying in the top box, and hopefully there's enough of them. They'll start moving out, drawing it out, start collecting some honey. All goes well, I can do an extraction before December and start getting some of my honey stocks up. So at the moment they're all on the front. They call that bedding. Quite a few bees along there, on the bottom. But they'll figure it out, so I'll leave them alone for now. But it's perfect. So that's a swarm, somebody swarmed from a tree into a box. 2 weeks, they've drawn it out, collecting honey. Queen's laying, good hive. Good hive. So I'll put the lid on. First hive check. That's good. There's plenty of honey around here too. I do really well with this site, pull off a lot of honey. So I've got 2 more hives to check. I'll do them now. I'll make a video of those too. These 3 hives, including this one, are my fieriest hives. So every time I open up these 2 boxes, I get smashed by the bees. They were trying to sting me, but it's good. I find the feisty the bee is, better it produces and my production goes up. A lot of risk in these though, so the swarm here can carry AFB, could have had AFB from the last site. And then I take the risk, using my gear, putting in my gear because if it has AFB, I then have to alert the authorities to it, and I've got 7 days to burn it and bury it. AFB can last for about 70 years as a spore. Gets in my gear, I go into the next hive, I can spread it. It's highly contagious. It doesn't kill live bees, but it will kill the brood. It gets into the honey and they feed the brood a honey mixture, a honey bread type thing, and of course they give it to them and they rot in the cells before they hatch. It comes out like coffee looking string, and that's AFB. Burn everything, sanitize your gear, wash your suit. So what they're doing down here is they're all fanning along the front. So the queen's inside and they're just letting everyone know, hey, come home, chill out, queen's here, we're good. So that's about it for this today on this. I'll move on to the next two hives.